Citizens, it's that time. You are officially in Alert Zone. Welcome to the Alert Zone TV and our docu-series, Never Again. I am the host, Uncle James. You already know what to do. If you are 18 years of age or older, practice your Second Amendment rights under the Constitution. If you are able to legally do so, it is not illegal. So, today I got a doozy for everybody. I purposely didn't start the series off with this because I wanted to show that this is a worldwide movement, and I wanted to go to other parts of the world, and I'm going to keep expanding. But today we're going to bring it back home to a real example of never again. What you talking about, Unc? Today we are talking about, in today's episode, the American Revolution. Now, before I start, I want to make this clear, just a disclaimer. This is not about the founding fathers' personal life and what you think of them personally. This is about a vision that they had and how they took the steps to make sure this never happened again. We can debate all day long about their politics and all that other stuff. But this is strictly about firearms, by the way. Got the Llama Arms 1911 38 Super with me today. So we're going to talk a little bit about the American Revolution. And this was one of the ultimate never again stories. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to fast forward it to the Revolution. I'm not going to go all the way back to, the landing in Plymouth Rock and all that. The American Revolution was a bunch of guys and girls who decided they didn't want to live under tyranny anymore. They didn't feel like it was fair for them to be paying taxes and taxes and taxes and taxes to England. They were basically a slave to the monarchy. And so they decided that they would take up arms, they would train, they would build an army, and then they would revolt against the English. So we all know about the Tea Party. We all know about the Paul Revere, the Midnight Rider. We all know about the Revolutionary War and how that ended. America broke away from England. But we want to talk about what the founding fathers thought about in 1776 when they were breaking free. They thought about never again will this country live under another country's rule. And what they decided to do was put in the Second Amendment years later. And we're going to talk about how important the American Revolution was to Americans and to the Second Amendment. Because had they not broke away from England, we probably wouldn't enjoy the freedom of being able to legally carry firearms on us here in America. So, in putting in the Second Amendment and getting it ratified in 1791, the American founding fathers thought about if the British or any country ever invaded America, being able to defend themselves. As I always say here, you cannot defend yourself if you don't have a firearm. Period, point blank. If you don't have the power to protect yourself, you're weak in a negotiation. For whatever you think, they put in the right to bear arms. We can talk another time about the fight that took. But in putting in the right to bear arms, they made it all clear to everybody. You have the right to self-protection as a citizen. And the fact that we are able to legally carry firearms, people that's Americans may not understand. The mere fact that I'm standing here with a loaded firearm is a deterrent for foreign countries wanting to attack America. What do you mean by that, Unc? Because we were given the right to defend ourselves and to legally carry firearms. Other countries outside of America see American citizens as part of the army, whether you like it or not. There's a saying outside of America. If you invade America, look out because there's an AR-15 behind every door. And just that alone, and the fact there are more firearms in this country than people, is the number one reason another country refused to invade America. Because if you did a land invasion, we're going to go to land. If you did a land invasion, not only do you have to worry about the military, but you got citizens that's armed to the teeth. So it's not a smart thing to do when you're going to be invading a country full of armed people. You're going to have bullets coming at you from angles technology couldn't have never told you about. So, for whatever you think of the founding fathers, to this subject, this was a brilliant move to give everybody the right to bear arms. I know we had to get it later, and you guys know all that, but nevertheless, it was on the books. And down the line, we are able to enjoy it. Down the line now, over 200 years, I'm able to stand here and say, I'm legally armed. I got my shit on me legally. I can legally defend myself and not have to go to prison. Self-defense is a human right. You have the right as a human to preserve your life, but we just sticking to the subject of America. The mere fact that the Second Amendment protects our rights to bear arms is what helps keep this country safe from being physically attacked on the ground. So, with that being said, man, if you're able to be legally armed, practice your Second Amendment rights. The founding fathers thought about this going forward. And because America decided to build its military to the point that it is now, America in its military spending has said and continues to say to the world, England was the first one and the last one. Never again. Hit me in the comment section and let me know what you think about this topic in the docuseries. If you like what you hear here, share this. If you really think this is fruitful for you, research it more if it's something that's new to you here in this docuseries. That's what this is about. Just atrocities around the world, and being under the English monarchy was an atrocity here because there was blood being spilled behind that monarchy. So hit me in the comment section and let me know what you think, everybody. Until next time, stay safe, stay armed, never again, stay on high alert.